One aspect of gay loneliness that often goes under-discussed for gay men, although this does apply to other parts of the LGBTQ plus community as well, because we've all experienced isolation to some degree or another, but that one thing that we don't talk about is coping. How do we cope with gay loneliness? How do we adapt to it over time? And interestingly, I have discovered, and this includes myself in my own behavior in the past, that we all become social chameleons. And what that means is we, in an attempt to keep ourselves safe or to develop a sense of belonging, to make other people around us feel better, we will socially alter ourselves in order to fit whatever social group we're in. And it usually has a lot to do with just cloaking, maybe our discomfort with something, or, being more exuberant about something when really that's not actually how we're feeling. Case in point, here is an example. Like, I discovered that I was a social chameleon very much in college, and I didn't really unpack it until therapy, that was one of my coping mechanisms for gay loneliness, because any way for me to feel any sense of belonging, like I knew that I had to alter myself to make myself more appealing to the people around me. And it wasn't just about safety. It was, for me, about appealing enough to the people around me for them to even want me around them. Because, like, when I came out, I quickly realized that gay men are very cliquey, and they often, if you do not meet certain standards, if you do not look, sound, just have, like, a certain personality, they just don't want you around them. And, I mean, that's not everybody. That's not every gay man. But when I was in college, that's how I felt, because I was so new to being out. So, like, case in point, like, and I've mentioned this in prior, videos in the series, when I came out, I was very uncomfortable being in these, queer spaces, like clubs and bars, like spaces that are supposed to be safe for us, mostly because I had some really bad experiences. Talk about that in a whole nother episode. However, like, I did not feel comfortable in these spaces because I just felt like they weren't me. I often felt out of place in them. But I realized that what gay friends that I had, or, like, guys that, I was interested in, if I didn't want to be in those spaces or want to be doing the things that other people were doing, I immediately was excluded, and it just became like, well, don't invite Donny to this because he's boring, or something to that effect. So I would often, like, alter my behavior so it would make it seem like I was actually enjoying going to a club, or, enjoying whatever it was at that particular time. And of course, deep down, I still was like, I'm really loathing this, but I know I needed to, put on a front in order to at least feel accepted in some fashion. And I've heard, as I've grown from other gay men, that many gay men will become social chameleons in order to feel as though they have a sense of belonging within the gay community. Now, mind you, like, this also can happen in, other spaces as well, like this chameleon behavior. Now, the disadvantage to this chameleon behavior is, I have discovered, like, when people see through the chameleon behavior, they sometimes might question, like, is this a genuine person? Like, is this behavior genuine? Are they intending, something positive? Because like, in the past, like, I've had people get upset at me because they saw through, like, the chameleon behavior, and they thought that I was trying to kind of create this subterfuge, when really I wasn't. It was just, me wanting to feel like I belonged, and felt like that I wanted to be interesting to these other people. And, of course, like, these days, I've very much learned to unpack that, and I don't do a lot of social chameleon behavior often anymore. I can sometimes notice it, when I'm in uncomfortable situations, and I think maybe it just stems from this, fear of, like, if I don't feel like I'm the life of the party, or if I'm not seeming like I'm the life of the party, then people are going to leave me, or people are going to find me boring, they're not going to invite me, they're going to overlook me. And, like, as a gay man who dealt with that gay loneliness for so long, like, clinging on to any sort of, visibility is just something that I used to obsess over a lot. And I know that I'm not alone in that. I know a lot of other people have done that too. But anyway, I want to know what your thoughts are. Have you ever exhibited social chameleon behavior as a result of gay loneliness? I'm just curious to hear about other people's experiences. As always, thank you for listening to my, videos about this topic. I do think it's very important. And if there's any way that I can collectively help us all to unpack this together, like, I feel like it will promote mutual healing, because honestly, as people in the LGBTQ plus community, we have so many other things to worry about that we don't often have the opportunity to just sit down and unpack these, very deep rooted bits of trauma or, mental health journeys that we've experienced. So anyway, click like, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Talk to you soon. Bye.